The privacy narrative is taking off. We've got Zcash, we've got Dash and Monero that all outperform the market. Is there potential for Litecoin as well? Because Litecoin has technology as well to send anonymous transactions. It's even listed as the second largest privacy-focused token on CoinGecko with a market cap of 8.4 billion. And have a look at the price development of Litecoin over time. We had massive rallies, subsequent declines, and currently we tend to be rather on the lower end of that trading range. We are currently at $108. In the past, we peaked at around $300. So is there potential for another 200% increase from here? Now here's why Litecoin is listed among the privacy-focused tokens. It's got the Mimblewimble extension block upgrade. So as an option, users can anonymize their transactions. It's optional and not the default. Now over the long term, historically, Litecoin did underperform Bitcoin. Here's the Litecoin price relative to BTC. We did have several rallies in the past of several 100%. And maybe, given that the privacy narrative is picking up, we get another 100 or potentially 200% from here. At least that's also the volatility we've seen in the past. This is probably the most convincing of the charts. This is Litecoin relative to the others market cap. So how is Litecoin doing relative to all other altcoins? And yes, there used to be very constant underperformance. But since the beginning of last year, all that underperformance has stopped. There isn't any more selling pressure. And why is this so much of a convincing chart? Because have a look at Zcash. Zcash developed exactly the same way. It underperformed extremely consistently then since the beginning of last year. The selling has stopped and then came the rally. And that rally was more than 2000% in magnitude. Now, I do not think it's likely that Litecoin will do another 2000% outperformance. And that's simply because of its market cap. 2000% would bring the market cap to roughly $160 billion. And that would bring the asset even above XRP's valuation. Litecoin would be larger than BNB or Solana or Dogecoin. And I don't think that's very likely. But even if it's just another 100 or 200%, it still might be worth a bet. Now, you might know the term Bitcoin dominance, right? Bitcoin dominance shows how much of all of crypto is currently in Bitcoin if we compare market caps. Now, we can apply the same concept for Litecoin. What is the Litecoin dominance? How important is Litecoin within all of crypto? So here's Bitcoin dominance. It tends to trade between 38 and 73%. Currently, the trend is clearly bullish. So Bitcoin tends to outperform most other altcoins since the middle of 2022. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, then feel free to give it a like. It will help to spread the word. It will tell the algorithm to show the video to more people. Thank you very much. Now over here, we've got Litecoin dominance. And of course, Litecoin tended to underperform for a long time. For the last year, that underperformance has stopped. The potential short-term outperformance is 50%. The potential long-term outperformance is 200%. So again, no matter what chart we look at, it seems like there is potential for 200%. So that would bring the market cap to roughly 24 billion. And that seems to be a bit more realistic. That would bring us close to Cardano's valuation. Litecoin does have inflation, so supply is growing over time. The inflation is slightly higher than Bitcoin's, but it does go down in halving intervals just like Bitcoin. At the end of each rally, the market cap of Litecoin tended to peak somewhere between 20 and 25 billion. Again, a 3x or a 200% increase from here. Now let's have a look at the perpetual futures market. So the levered bets on the price. There's not just a spot market where people buy the asset directly. There's also levered bets on the price. And that has an impact on the spot price as well. In the last 24 hours, we had 203 million worth of trading volume on the spot market. Compare this with the perps. Here we had 4.5 billion worth of trading volume. Most perpetual futures traders are betting on rising prices of Litecoin. So the funding rate tends to be positive most of the time. This week over here, that was the flash liquidation event. All altcoins on the 10th of October crashed massively. This is the others market cap. It went down by 48%. Litecoin was interesting enough quite liquid. it went down slightly less than the average altcoin. And so of course many longs got liquidated on that particular day. And so the amounts of bets on the price or the open interest went down as well. And this is again an opportunity because there is correlation between open interest and the spot price. When there's more bets on a price, then the spot price tends to go up. When there's less bets on the price, then the price tends to be rather depressed. Have a look at that correlation, right? So here we've got the spot price and here we've got the open interest, and the two curves tend to move in the same direction. And currently the open interest is very, very low, which gives us potential for more leverage in the asset, which would put up the LTC price, relatively speaking. The trading volume is not elevated either, which again is good because there's positive correlation between price and trading volume. And so I think this is a potential opportunity. If the privacy narrative continues to expand and people move over their profit from one asset, say Zcash, to the next, then some of their capital might end up in LTC. And yes, a 2000% rally as we saw in Zcash is unlikely, but a 200% rally is definitely possible. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish here regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. Feel free to also check out the premium membership. This is where I share my own trades. A link to premium pops up here on the screen. Just click on that. It will lead you to the website. Thanks for watching. See you on premium or see you on YouTube again. Cheers.